If you've ever opened your bank app and felt that drop in your stomach, you're not alone. $10,000. That was my first milestone, not because it made me rich, but because it made me powerful. And today I'm walking you through exactly how I did it. No shortcuts, no daddy trust fund. Just real strategic action you can take starting now. But stay sharp. What I'm about to share might feel uncomfortable, because comfort doesn't build wealth. Let's start with the version of me that nearly gave up. I used to avoid checking my account. It was easier to pretend things were fine, but inside, anxiety, embarrassment, and fear that I'd be stuck in the same cycle for years. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You go to work, get paid, spend, repeat, and you're still broke by the 14th of every month. I lived that for too long. Then, one night, quiet, no drama, I asked myself a brutal question. What if I'm the reason I'm still broke? That one question led me to one skill, and mastering it, that changed everything. I learned a high-income skill, stopped chasing jobs and started building value. Instead of looking for a paycheck, I became someone people paid for results. I picked one skill. That's it. I obsessed over it, practiced, improved, offered it cheap at first, just to get reps in. Eventually, I charged what I was worth, and people paid. But then I hit a ceiling: time. There's only so much of it. So I built something that could scale without me. I sold digital products. Here's a truth most people ignore. Time is expensive. Assets are scalable. I turned what I knew, my skill, into small, useful digital products. PDFs, templates, guides, things people could use instantly. Created once, sold hundreds of times. That's leverage, that's freedom. One of my first products made $89 in a day. Small, right? But that $89 while I was out with friends, that meant more than any raise ever could. It also meant I could finally stop Googling how to stretch rice for 5 days. I invested in self-education, ditched the school is over mentality. Because the truth is, if you stop learning, your income stops growing. I read more books that year than I did in high school. I consumed podcast episodes like playlists. And every new concept I applied brought me one step closer. What changed wasn't just my income. It was how I thought about income. But all of that would have meant nothing if I didn't master the one habit most people avoid. I treated my money like a business. Making 10K is one thing. Keeping it is another. I stopped playing defense with money. Started budgeting, forecasting, treating my personal finances like I was the CFO. I built an emergency fund, cut out the financial leaks, tracked every dollar like it had a job. That was when things started compounding. It happened quietly. Logged into my bank account. 10,138.44. I didn't scream. I didn't buy anything fancy. I just stared. Not because of the number, but because I became the kind of person who could earn it. That first 10K, it's a threshold, a signal that you've broken the mental barrier that traps most people forever. But it's also the beginning, because if you can do it once, you can learn how to do it over and scale it until you're free. So now you know how I made my first $10,000. But if you're serious about wealth, you don't stop there. You scale it, you invest it, you multiply it. And in my next video, I'm breaking down the full roadmap on most high-demand skills to learn in 2025 that will make you a millionaire. And I will also reveal the skill that made me a millionaire as well. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the gold information that will change your life forever, because the clock is ticking either way. You might as well be building something that sets you free.